Meet the Secret Dealers. Their mission, to make money.
I like to think I'm a jack of all trades. I buy anything from a silver thimble to a whole suite of furniture.
I'll let you into a little secret. I'm actually a real softie at heart.
I love beautiful items.
Today we let them loose in 2 expensive homes where they make loads of expensive bids on pricey antiques.
This is what I want.
I'll tell you what, I'm working hard here.
They offer thousands of pounds of their own money.
So I'm going to go to £1,400.
Name your price.
But will the homeowners be tempted to sell their treasured belongings?
My word.
4,500. Been mugged on national television, Timmy has.
The Secret Dealer's first target today is a house furnished and decorated with an overwhelming quantity of distinctive and expensive antiques. They all belong to Anne and Reynold, who have spent 47 years of marriage collecting.
I only had to say, that's nice. And Reynold being such a generous person, I found that I was the owner of yet another object.
In simple terms, as my salary increased, so did our collection.
A lot of Reynolds' salary went on an enormous quantity of early 19th century Mason's Ironstone pottery. The most expensive pieces were these pair of garden seats and a potpourri vase and cover, but now they want to declutter.
We were thinking of auctioning some things off, then this programme came up and we thought it would be more fun to deal with the dealers.
I always like a challenge and I see the dealer as a challenge. See, I've got this vision of Mike, what's his name there in front of me.
My Melody.
Well, Reynolds won't be disappointed as Mike What's-His-Name is one of the secret dealers he'll be facing today, along with Allison and Tim.
Come on, kids.
Oh, kids, eh?
Nice. We've arrived, Mike.
There's Mason's Ironstone everywhere. It's a house full of Mason's Ironstone. Just do this with this.
While Anne and Reynolds are out, the secret dealers have an hour to rummage through their house, looking for items they want to place secret bids on.
OK.
Oh, I like. Timmy likes.
Unsurprisingly, Timmy's immediately spotted the pair of garden seats, the prize pieces of Anne and Reynolds' Mason collection.
They are super, 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 super things. And these would have been made for a conservatory. Very nice. And a pair is super, super, super. Early 19th century, about 1820. I just want to look at the other one. We have got a bit of a condition problem here. You can see here, there's a crack. I think just looking at this house, whoever bought these items has paid really, really big money for them at the peak of the market. I am going to leave a price on them, but at today's price.
So will Tim's offer be enough? Meanwhile, upstairs, a little soap dish in the bathroom has Allison's eye.
I spotted it as soon as I put my foot over the threshold. Beautiful. Royal Doulton, dragonfly. I mean, I know she's got lots of Mason's Ironstone, but this is what I want. This is what I love. This is just beautiful. We will be going home with that.
Well, we'll see about that.
I better give it a good coating of looking over, hadn't I?
Now, Mike is a big buyer of ceramics, particularly Mason's Ironstone.
Mason's Ironstone goes very well with country furniture and has always been highly regarded by people like myself. Sort of like taste. That might kid them.
Originally, it was developed as a tougher mass-market alternative to porcelain, and Mike obviously loves it.
I'll tell you what, I'm working hard here.
Yep, if he thinks he can make a profit, there's no stopping him. And amongst all the pottery is a silver tray that was Reynolds' 21st birthday present and weighs 21 ounces.
to Reynolds on the occasion of his 21st birthday, 25th of November, 1957. How nice is that? Fully marked. Maths again.
The big question is, will the scrap value of this special tray add up to a price Reynolds would be willing to sell it at?
Probably right, probably wrong.
Like English silver, English ceramics almost always have a maker's mark. With Mason's Ironstone, the type of mark can tell you the date it was made.
Potpourri.
This potpourri pot found by Tim has the Fenton factory mark and the initials CJM & Co, which puts it between 1830 and 1848.
But it's the same period. The good thing about it is it's got these like snake, serpent handles. I think it's had a bit of restoration. In fact, I'm sure it's had a bit of restoration on it. But it's a good-looking thing, and it's got the oomph factor. Whether my bid's got the oomph factor, I don't know. But I like it.
It's in the bedroom that Allison usually finds something to put a twinkle in her eye. And waiting for her today is a gold platinum and diamond ring.
Interesting, not that old. It's got a millennium cut diamond to the centre. But saleable. People will like it.
I know one person who will like it for sure, and that's Tim.
Oh, no, not more Masons. One plate.
Meanwhile, Mike's working up a sweat, trying to figure out what to bid on all the Mason Ironstone.
I'm just shooting in the dark because what's the chances of me ever seeing this much stuff again?
These are too good to really just leave, aren't they? Look at these.
The best pieces are the Ironstone seats, which already have wowed a bid from Tim. Now Allison is getting all nostalgic over them.
Where are all our potteries? I want our heritage back. I don't want our stuff made in China and then shipped in. I want it made in Britain, like these were.
And that's not the only thing she's unhappy about.
One very, very badly damaged one, and one perfect.
Oh dear, and Tim could be about to really spoil her day.
That's nice.
He's found the Royal Doulton soap dish Allison is desperate to buy.
I love it, and it's got a dragonfly on it as well. Worth a little bid. Somebody's already been here. And Allison is very, very keen on Royal Doulton. She knows a lot about Doulton.
Anne and Reynolds' house has got all the dealers fired up.
I could move in here, mate.
Look at this. It's even in the loo. Can you believe it?
I can, but with time running short, pressure is on to make sure they don't miss out on the star pieces.
Right. One big pot. I think there's a suspicion of the lid being restored. Having said that, it's an impressive looking lump.
Mike's making an offer on the Mason potpourri vase Tim's already bid on.
That's smart, that is.
And Tim's after another of Allison's favourite items, the gold, platinum and diamond ring.
So that basically means that the shank is 18 carat and the stones are set into platinum to enhance them. Me and Allison have got very, very similar tastes. Very similar tastes.
One thing all the dealers seem to share a taste for is small pieces of Royal Doulton.
I'm just leaving a real shufty bad bid in case those who have been in collusion.
That's a hat-trick of bids on the soap dish, and Tim and Allison make it a full house on the silver tray Reynolds got for his 21st.
Well, 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 if we're in competition, we might as well start where we mean to finish.
Finally, Mike's found Anne and Reynolds' pride and joy, a pair of Mason Ironstone garden seats. Despite one of them being heavily restored, Tim and Allison both left bids on them.
Now, you can see a colour discrepancy. Here is white, which is like the other one. Here, 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 here. Slightly creamier. That is restoration. I wonder if the people knew they were restored. I'm going to reflect the fact there's restoration to one of them. Let's hope I don't get belted.
Well, we'll find out soon. The secret dealers have been overwhelmed by a wealth of quality antiques in Anne and Reynolds' house.
I'll tell you what, I'm working hard here. I've never, ever seen so much Mason's Ironstone in my life. It's even in the loo.
Timmy likes. The item that I would really like to take home today is the garden seat, and I have got a price in my mind to go to.
I will be taking home with me today the diamond ring.
So it could be a rock and roller.
To help Anne and Reynolds get a fair price, they will have the independent valuer on their side. Only they will get to see his secret valuations.
I hope they've got deep pockets.
In here is the total of the highest bids we've left today.
Let's have a look. This is really exciting. 1, 2, 3. My word! Oh, goodness.
£17,081.
That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Well, you've got a lot of nice things here.
Let's hope you'll sell us some.
Well, first up, it's an impressive piece of Mason's Ironstone, an early Victorian potpourri vase and cover that Mike and Tim bid on.
It's a good thing. I haven't checked to see if it's restored or not.
The lid is restored. When you look at the colours of the green, it's completely different.
Well, I don't know if the dealers have enough money in their pockets to pay for that.
Is there any restoration you know of?
No, the internal lid
Yes.
is missing,
Right,
but apart from that, it's perfect. There's no chips or anything.
I do think the lid's had a bit of restoration on it.
I'm not bothered. I'll buy it as an object.
Shall I start?
You can do.
For your popourri, £200.
Ooh. Come on, do better than that, Mike.
I don't really want to open it.
Don't you?
Well, the thing is, I know I bought it. Can we renegotiate and leave this closed?
No, come on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My price is £712.
Getting closer.
What I'd like to know is how much the independent valuer has
Oh,
valued it.
yes. Oh, my word.
Wow, that's some bid by Mike, but only Reynolds and Anne can see the independent valuation, and Reynolds obviously fancies his luck against Mike.
You'll have a job to match this.
I've got no intentions of matching anybody.
Right.
And certainly looking at Tim's price, unless he wants to come in with another bid.
I don't know, Mike. I think you've bought it.
Yes, it'd be nice to sell it to you, Mike, but I wouldn't... I think I want a bit more than that.
There's only one way.
What, down?
Correct.
If you want to know what I would do, I would take the offer.
OK.
And you
It's a deal.
know it makes sense. Thank you
It's a
very
deal.
much. Thank you.
£712 for a restored pot. All I can say is, Mike, I think you're going to struggle to get a profit on that.
I left a strong bid because I love it. I'm happy I bought it.
Well, in their first encounter with the dealers, Anne and Reynolds definitely came out on top. Will they find it so easy to sell the Royal Doulton soap dish all three dealers have bid on?
I'm such a sucker for Doulton. So that is going in my basket.
I've got one at home. I'll try and buy that. I know that Allison loves these things, so with no more ado, we better
Right.
see what she's got to offer, shouldn't
OK, come on, Alison.
My offer, £80.
Tim? Ooh.
£40.
we? Let's have a look. £62.
Do you like it any more than that, Alison?
The last one that I bought, I said to the seller, name your price. And his price was £70. And it sits in my home.
Looking for a mate.
I'm happy to have a mate.
I've got one too. And I think Dad's looking for a mate, £85.
Are you looking for a mate, Tim?
No. I'm just going to leave it to my eminent colleagues here who are experts in soap
What did
dishes.
you say?
£85.
85.
Well, I'm very happy. I've done it with one seller. Name your price.
110.
At 110, I'll buy it.
I'm afraid.
You're out. You're
Definitely.
out.
Allison agreed way more than the top estimate of the independent valuer, but Anne, having named her price, is not sure she wants to sell it.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember, if you drop it off the shelf in the bathroom, it's finished.
I know. I used to have it on the side of the bath, but I did move it for that reason. So, Alison, you've got a deal.
Thank you, Anne.
Allison put you on the spot with the soap dish, didn't she?
She surely did.
It's mine.
So far, Anne and Reynolds have got some fantastic prices, with Mike paying top money for their Mason's Ironstone. And that continued as Mike also forked out £141 for 3 blue and white bowls, and £211 for a teapot with a collection of cups and plates, and his offer of £97 for a mason mug.
I think we'll take that offer.
Was just too good to refuse. But Anne couldn't decide whether to accept Alison's offer of £800 for her diamond and platinum ring.
It was a bid to buy, and I am surprised that you've hesitated.
OK.
Got a deal?
Yes, it's a deal.
Excellent. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I've got it, I've got it, I've got it.
But will any of the dealers be able to offer enough to tempt Reynolds to sell this silver plate, which was a 21st birthday present from his parents?
If I buy it, it'll be going straight in the pot.
How did it come into your lives?
It was my 21st birthday present from my father and mother. And you'll find it's all based on 21. And the signatures are the signatures of my mother and father and my sister.
This is something you'd want to pass on, surely.
That's difficult.
That's difficult because we have no one specifically, we have no children.
Right.
Well, 21 ounces. I'll reveal my price, £361.
My price for the tray is £300.
And my bid is £270.
Shall we open the...
Let's see what the independent valuer had to say.
Ooh.
Mike's made a reasonable offer, but having admitted he is only bidding on the scrap value, will Reynolds ever be tempted to sell this very personal 21st birthday present?
Are any of you going to make increased offers?
No, I'm not, I'm afraid.
OK. Tim?
I won't be increasing my offer.
Yes.
Call it 370 and you have a deal.
361. I've worked it out to the penny. That's it. That's a great price.
What, 367?
Yeah, 361.
Oh, it's a 7.
That's a 1.
Let's meet in the middle and say 363, and that sounds rather nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, go on.
363.
363?
Dealt.
Done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mike, I think, got a little bit confused with his calculations, and again, he's looking at a loss.
I can't add up and I can't multiply, and I'm about £50 out the wrong way on what it will scrap for tomorrow, so I think I'm in the soup with that one.
I think to have sold it is a good result.
Yes.
Reynolds said he was looking forward to the challenge of facing Mike, and it certainly paid dividends for him. But there's been a lot he and Anne just wouldn't sell. They turned down an offer of £1,000 from Allison for a set of reproduction mahogany dining chairs, and refused Mike's bid of £1,455 for the 19th century French elm dining table. And they weren't tempted by Mike's offer of £1,100 for an Edwardian satinwood occasional table. So, what will they do when it comes to the pride of their Mason's Ironstone collection, the pair of mid-Victorian garden seats?
I'm definitely going to try and buy them as well.
Nice things, but there is some restoration on one of them.
How long have you had them?
Gosh, 25 years, I suppose.
Because I've got one query.
Right.
I think one of them has been restored.
It has.
Which is the one to the left.
Yes.
Are these something you would consider selling?
It would have to be a stonking offer, I think.
My offer is £700.
Interesting.
My offer is £900.
Going up.
So I offered £1,345. So there we go. Well, what does the independent valuation? I'm wanting to know here.
Interesting. You've got a long way to go.
Mike's actually made a very good bid near the top end of the independent valuation. Allison decides she doesn't want to pay any more, but just how far will Alan Reynolds be able to push Mike and Tim?
I think find another pair. So I'm going to go to £1,400.
OK. So, Mike?
I'll go in one jump to £1,600.
Are you going to counter that at all, Tim?
Yeah, I am going to counter it.
OK.
1625.
How near are we? And then
You're a long way off still.
I think
Are we?
to tempt us
To tempt
sell.
us.
2,000.
I don't think so.
No.
It would have to be a substantial increase.
So £2,100 wouldn't buy them.
No.
No.
£2,200. Don't know if Tim wants to go on.
No, I'm out.
Fair enough. So shall we decline?
Am I anywhere near what you paid for them?
No.
Nowhere near.
Oh, aren't I?
No.
Nowhere near.
£2,500 a pair.
The first figure's got to be at least a 3.
Three.
I'm going to have to bow out. Well, I've tried.
Yes, you're very trying.
My wife says that.
It was a good offer from Mike, but not good enough.
Not to take £2,500 is probably the biggest mistake I've seen made today.
I really think that was a super, super offer.
They might not have taken Mike's money for the garden seats, but the secret dealers have offered thousands of pounds of their own money for Anna Reynolds' treasured possessions. So just how much cash will the dealers be handing over?
Reynold, Anne, we've had a great time in this house today, and we have spent with you £4,599.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Anne.
I'll try not to spend it all at once.
Oh, do spend it all at once, do.
Having just spent over £4,500 of their own money in the first house, the dealers are about to make hay in this delicately converted barn. It belongs to Christine, who inherited a large collection of antiques from her late husband.
Because I'm downsizing now and moving into a smaller property and something a lot more modern where this is very traditional, so I'm looking to go a bit more minimalist now.
And she's also hoping to raise cash for a new business.
I'm looking to starting up my own little baking business because it's a passion of mine. I love baking cakes.
So she's hoping for some very tasty offers for a distinctive 1930s Globe Veronica bookcase, a 1960s silver Cruet set and 4 carved Victorian Chinese vase stands. Trying to sweeten Christine up with their own hard-earned dough are the secret dealers. Tim is up to do battle again, this time against Mark and Simon.
This looks very nice. Salubrious is the word.
Yes, indeed, I must say.
Oh, I like this. This is very posh, isn't it?
I don't think this is going to be full of antiques, but there's something here that's immediately caught my attention. And what we've got here, we've got 1, 2, 3 Chinese tables. We call in the trade Paduk wood.
3? There should be 4.
Now, these Paduk wood tables, they're stands for displaying Chinese ceramic vases on. They're all inlaid with this pink marble tops. Now, these were reproduced again in China as recently as probably about 10, 15 years ago. I'm just going to get on my knees and look underneath that one. No, I think these are all right. And I'm quite happy that these are all either late 19th or early 20th century. You don't often see me firing after furniture, but I would make an exception if I could buy these, because I think they're very nice. So here we go. Please sell me the 3 tables.
Well, that's a promising start for Christine. Upstairs, Tim has found a small collection of silver.
Silver. This is quite modern, not terribly old. Little card tray. It's a fairly commercial thing, is that? Because people buy the trays. Sauce boats are difficult to sell. But I'm going to put all that together as one lot. Now, silver...
These pieces of silver all date from the 1960s and belong to Christine's late husband. And of course, there's one bit of vital information Tim will need to know before he makes a bid. What is the weight?
So that is for that shelf.
The huge hike in demand for silver in recent years is in large parts due to its increased use in industry. Our unwanted silver antiques are ending up in mobile phones, TV screens and solar cells.
So we've got a silver condiment set here, or Cruet set, made in London, but they're made in the 1960s. So I'm just going to probably have to melt them. See how we go.
Hello, Mr. Markey.
Hello, Simon. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So what we got here? A little Edwardian Cruet?
No, it's 1960s.
Oh, not even Edwardian.
Look, I've taken the
So
lines
what's
out.
the weight for that lot there?
It's 9 ounces.
So we've got a 9-ounce silver Cruet.
9-ounce silver Cruet. That's mine there. Right, so I'm going to make a bid for the Cruet.
Well, if Christine decides to sell this little Cruet set today, it could quite possibly end up powering your home tomorrow.
The 18 carat on that. This is the better. Oh, dearie me. I'm not sure that that's to my taste.
Appealing to Mark's taste, however, are the 3 Paduk tables that Simon has left a bid on.
You know, I haven't got a great knowledge on these things, but one thing I do know, that these items are quite in vogue at the moment. The Orientals want to buy them back, so I'm definitely going to make an offer for these.
The competition is hotting up for these tables. Meanwhile, Simon is weighing in for the 5 pieces of 1960 silver Tim has bid on.
OK, so that's my bid for them.
And Tim is making it a hat-trick of bids for the silver Cruet set.
Always a tip, make sure that there's no salt or pepper in them, because it'd be weighing heavy if there is.
Now, Mark knows a thing or two about silver, gold or jewellery, but when it comes to furniture, he's not on such solid ground. So it's a surprise to see him showing a lot of interest in this 1930s Globe Veronica bookcase.
That would come up. Come in sections. Very popular a few years ago with the American shippers. They love them. It's a bit out of my area, but I'm still going to make an offer for it because I think it's one of the nicest ones I've seen for quite a while.
The question is, does he really know its value? With time running out, Mark also makes it a full house of bids on the 5 pieces of silver.
Put it up nicely. We've got a nice little pile of silver. How about that?
And Tim enters the battle for the 3 Paduk tables, but there's still more to come.
I see you've all left a bid on the Paduk tables.
You know, I've only left a bid, Simon, because you've left a bid. I haven't got a clue.
Hang on. They're multiplying. I thought there was 3.
Oh,
I've just discovered there's another one over there. So I'm going to change my bid on these.
Oh, well, I wonder if I should do that then.
We're in for a penny.
In for £1.
What's happening? I think there's a bit of skullduggery going on down here. What's happening?
There's no skullduggery going on.
Who could think such a thing? However, with Simon having discovered a 4th Paduk table, all the dealers want to up their offers. In Christine's house, a set of Chinese Paduk wood tables have got all the secret dealers fired up.
And I would really like to buy those today.
I think they look really nice, although I haven't got a clue how much they're worth.
When I spend it wisely, and I'll give the best money for the things I want.
But Christine could make this one of their most gruelling encounters.
I know what I want and I'm determined to get it.
And she has the expertise of the independent valuer to back her up, and only she will get to see what he thinks.
And I don't think they realise just how tough I can be.
On this card is the total amount of our highest bids, and should you accept them, this is how much you could make.
Thank you. 2,765. Probably not as much as I would have liked.
Who hasn't been pulling their weight today?
I'm a little disappointed.
Well, let's see if we can do better when we do each item individually, Christine. I think we should go and do some deals.
Yes.
That certainly didn't bake Christine's cake. Let's hope the dealers can raise a smile with their bids. First up, it's the 1960 silver Cruet set.
They look really pretty, so I'm hoping that they'll fetch a good price.
Commercial, people still buy Cruet sets.
But I only want it for scrap. I don't want it for any more.
So is it something that you'd like to sell?
Yes, I would, because I haven't used them really since my husband died 10 years ago.
Well, my bid for your silver Cruet set, Christine, is £138.
A bit disappointing.
Well, my bid for your Cruet set is £145.
Getting there.
And my bid for your silver Cruet is £150.
Not a lot in it. Right, so who really wants this Cruet set?
£155.
Any more bids?
160.
Tim, you know you like it.
165.
Simon?
Well, I think it's all the money now, Christine. I'm going to have to rule myself out.
OK.
Christine, I'll give you £170 for it.
OK. Just a little bit more.
£175.
Oh, no, that's me finished.
Right, shall we see what the independent valuers have to say? Interesting, very interesting.
Tim has offered way more than the independent valuation, but only Christine knows that. Tim doesn't.
Well, Tim, I think we have a deal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Would you like to share that with me?
Oh, you've been Christine.
I have been Christined, well and truly. And there you are, being mugged on national television, Tim has.
What a fantastic negotiator. If she ever wants a job, she can come to all my antique fairs and she can sell all my stock for me.
But she is a femme fatale.
After that performance from Christine, the dealers must be quaking in their boots. Next, it's the Globe Veronica bookcase, and Tim and Simon have also bid on this.
I've never really liked it, and I was going to put it on a skip.
I think there's a profit in it if I can buy it for the right money.
I'm not sure I really want it, if I'm telling the truth, though. I hope somebody outbids me on it.
10 years ago, this case would have been worth £800. Today, the market is much weaker for it.
May I start with the bidding, Christine, and let you know what I think about it?
Yes.
140.
Oof.
190.
Oh, dear.
200.
You're a furniture dealer now.
No, I'm not.
Why don't you have a look at the independent valuer's opinion and see what he thinks?
Well, the top bid so far is from self-confessed furniture rookie Mark. So will Christine be able to coax the dealers into paying any more this time?
I think you're all off the mark.
I disagree. I think we're on the mark.
Christine,
Simon.
I'd love to rule myself out, and I'm going to. I'm out.
Tim, you like it, I can see.
No, I'm out.
Mark, I'm sure you could do a lot better.
You can flatter and be nice
Just
to
a
me.
little bit
Do whatever
more.
you
Just
want.
a little bit more,
Not...
Mark. Please.
Christine, £200. That is my final offer.
250, Mark.
There isn't anything you could do to make me give you any more money.
225.
Not 201, Christine. £200, and that is it.
210. £10 will buy me lunch.
Oh, God.
Just do it. Just give her the tenner.
210, Mark. It's a deal.
Mark.
You know it is.
Look,
Lovely
Christine,
Mark.
Christine, he'll give you 200 and I'll give you a tenner. Right.
Done.
You bought
Done.
a bookcase.
You going to give me a tenner?
I'm giving you a tenner.
£210 done. That's it. Done.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
I've never laughed so much ever. Well done, Christine. And Mark, you know, it's not that long to bonfire night.
I am still feeling absolutely shattered from that deal.
He was exhausted, so was I.
Mark Stevens, I owe you a tenner.
Christine is a dangerous customer. She hasn't let anything go cheaply. She made Tim cough up £190 for a heap of scrap gold, and Mark had to pay £155 for an 18-carat gold wedding band. And when it came to her opal and necklace earrings...
£700, Christine.
Still not enough.
But this time Mark stuck to his guns and Christine didn't sell. So will Christine be able to get the price she wants for the collection of 1960s silverware, which is up next?
I'm hoping that the dealers will take a shine to them and offer me a good price for them.
So we've all left bids on it. I think we'd all like to buy it today. Shall we see where the money is?
Well, for the grouping of silver, I'd like to offer you £225.
Right, OK.
I'd like to offer you £210.
And I'd like to offer you £210.
OK, Tim, would you go higher?
£230.
And for you, Simon?
235.
Mark?
Well, won't it?
They're nice pieces. I'm sure you could go up a bit higher.
£240.
I can tell you like them, Tim.
Don't try that chestnut with me. 245.
Simon, another 5.
Why don't you have a look at the independent valuation and then hassle these two?
OK, we'll see what the independent valuers have to say.
Once again, Christine has pleasantly cajoled Tim into offering well over the independent valuation, but can she squeeze even more out of the dealers?
I'll rule myself out, Christine, so you can battle away with Tim and Mark.
Mark?
250 quid.
You can beat him, Tim. They're really lovely pieces. I think they're worth a little bit more.
£255.
£260.
Prepared to go any further, Tim? It'd be a shame for you not to buy them.
No, I'm
You
out.
sure?
Yeah.
Have we got a deal, Mark?
I think you've more than got a deal. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Mark.
He's going to have a bad headache when he comes round.
Is he going to make a profit? I don't think so.
I hope I don't have to buy a big round of drinks tonight, because I certainly haven't earned it on that silver.
Finally, it could be Simon's turn to feel the heat, as it's the set of Chinese Paduk vase stands he really liked.
I know I've left a very strong bid, but I have a feeling that the homeowner might not agree.
I've done some research and I've a rough idea how much they're worth.
How did you come to own these?
Well, this one and this one, I think my husband had these for a lot of years through the family. But as for the two smaller ones, they came from auctions.
Well, should we see what we all think about money-wise with them? Mark, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, all right. So for the 4 tables, I would like to offer you £600.
Don't think so.
She's going to like me even less than you. I don't really understand these tables, Christine, so forgive me. £405.
No, absolutely not.
Well, I do understand them, and I buy quite a lot of them. And my bid is £580 for the 4 tables. In your hand, you've got the independent valuation. Why don't you have a look at that and see what he thinks they're worth?
Interesting.
Well, the independent valuer thinks they're worth a lot more than Mark's top bid of £600, but will Christine be able to persuade any of the dealers to up their offers?
OK, Tim, you're the lowest bidder, so if you'd like to make another bid.
£620.
OK.
And I'd prepared to go to £640 for the 4 tables.
Christine, £645. How does that sound to you?
Not very good, because I know they're actually worth more than that for 4.
That's me out.
OK.
But Simon might.
Simon.
£675.
I still don't feel it's enough.
I'm ruling myself out now.
OK.
I mean,
On to you.
Christine, how much more are you really looking for them?
I'm looking for at least another 100 on that, on top.
I'd give £700, Christine.
You wouldn't go a bit higher? 750?
£710. Shake my hand.
750 and I'll shake your hands.
It's too much, Christine.
Yeah, but
720.
they're a lovely item.
720.
740.
You're a hard lady to do business with.
740.
725.
740.
730.
740 and it's a deal.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
She really, really bled me dry.
I was determined I wasn't going to let those go cheap.
Christine has roasted the dealers today, but just how much of their cash has she managed to bleed from them?
Now, I know you're a little bit disappointed early doors, but We have managed to spend with you £1,875.
Thank you very
Are
much.
you happy with that?
Yes, I am. I've had a really good time.
It's been a ball.
Between them, the dealers have spent over $7.5 grand of their own money in our two houses today, and they face some tough negotiators.
Just give them a tenner.
210, Mark. It's a deal.
Mark.
You know it is.
But they've still managed to squeeze some profits out of those deals, having put in a strong bid for the Mason's potpourri vase.
£712 for a restored pot.
Mike had the last laugh selling it for £1,000.
Handsome.
But his luck was out with Reynolds' 21st birthday present.
I think I'm in the soup with that one.
And he was. He lost 20 of the £363 he forked out for the silver salver.
Harry Houdini couldn't get out at that price.
Mark thought he paid too much for Christine's 5 pieces of silverware.
I hope I don't have to buy a big round of drinks tonight.
Well, it's definitely his round next, as he made 20 quid on them. And Tim thought he'd been robbed on the silver Cruet set.
You've been Christine.
I have been Christined.
But he still sold it for £200, making £25 profit.
What more could we want?